don't believe in your own self because you're too busy believing in everybody else. You're too busy using that strength that you're supposed to use for yourself. You're using it on other people to believe in them and to help them chase their dream. You most likely lack self-confidence because you doubt yourself. Do you have that little voice in your brain that tells you, how would that ever happen? Or do you say you want to do something and immediately you think it, your brain tells you, well, you kind of didn't do the last two you said, so are you sure you're gonna do it? Then I'm sorry to break it to you. This was something I too was working through a few years ago. I struggled a lot with anxiety because I had self-doubt. I knew I was going to be successful in life. I knew it's my destiny. Like, I'm going to be successful at everything I do. But for some years, I didn't know what that something to do was. And I was a chronic procrastinator. I had no schedule, no structure, and constantly reinforces the self-doubt because I knew if I said I wanted to do something, I have evidence that shows that I would most likely quit after a few days because that's what I usually do. So all of that together constantly made me anxious to the point I couldn't even answer phone calls. I couldn't return phone calls. If I missed a call, I would rather text than even return the phone call because I would just have anxiety and I would just be like, I don't know what they want to talk about. As a girl child, I'm sure you know what this feeling is 110%. Of you know your capacity, you're capable of something, and then you don't believe in your own self because you're too busy believing in everybody else. You're too busy using that strength that you're supposed to use for yourself. You're using it on other people to believe in them and to help them chase their dream. Because you have evidence that time and time again, when you try to do something, you struggle with finishing it. However, whenever you help other people do something, they always finish very well. They get good results. They praise you, boost you up. However, do you ever finish your own thing? Have you actually ever finished the plan for that business idea you had a year ago that you've been saying you will finish? But let your friend bring a business plan to you. You be the one first and center with next idea. So yeah, and you're thinking you must be all alone in this. You must be the only woman that struggles with self-doubt, that struggles with, sticking to what they say they will do and doing it and believing in themselves throughout, even when they're not doing what they say they will do, still believing in their own power. Then let me tell you, you're not alone because 21% of women severely lack confidence. 21%. Women are 75% more likely to have an inner critic. Yeah, you're not unique, darling. That little voice in your head that tells you that you should not do what you know is your heart desire and purpose to do, or that it's gonna fail. It's not unique. We all have that little voice in our brain. It's just, what do we do to quiet that voice, or to make sure that voice says the things that are good for us, the things that are beneficial for us, the things we need it to say? How do we do that? So just in case you did not understand any of the things I said, self-doubt affects your confidence. It affects how you show up. It affects who you show up as. And it also affects your mental well-being. It affects you all round. It is in your best interest, if you are a chronic self-doubter, to work on that, because there is always a cap to your greatness if you doubt yourself. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and I'll catch you next week.